Now, after winning an ally in Nitish Kumar's JDU, BJP's mission south seems to be gaining momentum. The AIADMK is one step closer to a merger between the warring OPS and EPS factions, which in all likelihood will be followed by the United Party joining the NDA government. India Today has details of the power sharing formula. Sources say that E. Palanisamy will remain the chief minister, while O. Paneerselvam may be elevated without upstaging Shashikala and be given a Rajya Sabha berth. But the merger talks, as expected, are not without their hurdles. The EPS faction is opposed to OPS's elevation, fearing loss of relevance. Senior leaders in both camps have expressed their reservations. Questions remain about whether and what role TTV Dinakaran will play in this united AIADMK. He plans to break his 60-day silence on Saturday.
So what will be your decision if the merger happens within 5th of this month, sir?
I also welcome that if it happens. I don't think it will happen because I know what is going on. So surely it will not happen, but at the same time, I welcome if it happens.
கூடி வந்தால் கோடி நன்மை.
அவங்க கூடி வராங்களா சார்? ஏதாவது ஐடியா கொடுத்திருக்காங்களா?
மத்திய அரசு பல்வேறு திட்டங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டிலே அமல்படுத்தி வருகின்றது. எனவே அப்படிப்பட்ட சூழ்நிலையில் நாம் நிதியை பெற்று தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு வேண்டியதை செய்ய வேண்டும். உதாரணத்துக்கு 17,000 கோடி ரூபாய். உதாரணத்துக்கு 17,074 கோடி ரூபாய் நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு மத்திய நிதி அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் வரும்போது கூட மேடையிலே ஒரு மெமரண்டம் கொடுத்தோம்.
We're joined by the Deputy Lok Sabha Speaker and AIADMK leader Tambidurai. Sir, what was the agenda of this meeting? What were the points?
Regarding the NEET examination, to get the exemption for Tamil Nadu students for admission to the MBBS and the BDS course. For that connection, already Tamil Nadu legislature bill has passed, and to get the consent of the President, the bill has sent to the central government. They are processing it. That for insisting that, and see the process must be quickened. For that we met Honorable Home Minister in this regard.
Did the Home Minister give you any form of reassurance?
He said you will do course of time. The officers will come today evening. After discussing that, he will let us know.
So we heard there are talks happening between the OPS and EPS camps in Chennai. Between the AIADMK might be reunited.
See, already many occasions I made it very clear there is no split in our party, only some difference of opinion that can be sorted out. That if you hope that can be all sorted out, we'll come together.
So there are also reports making the rounds that we might see the AIADMK and the NDA government join hands.
That I don't know. I don't want to comment on that.
I'm joined by Mr. Navneet Krishnan, an AIADMK parliamentarian. Sir, we've seen talks happening between the BJP and the AIADMK. Do we see a joining of hands happening between the NDA government and the AIADMK?
Yeah, regarding this AIADMK joining in the NDA government, the decision will be taken by the higher-ups of AIADMK. I am not an authority to say anything about it. So probably the NDA may take steps and the AIADMK higher-ups may also involve in that process. I do not know directly, but the decision will be taken at the higher level.
BJP seems to have an interest in Tamil Nadu. We've been seeing this over years. Very recently, we saw Bihar also, Mr. Nitish Kumar join hands with Mr. Modi. And in Tamil Nadu, we saw Mr. Modi also visit the state frequently, very recently. Any sort of talk, any sort of inclination that's come from the NDA government's ways?
No. Now, AIADMK is 100% supporting the NDA government. And Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi also taking keen interest in the development of Tamil Nadu, and recently he visited Rameswaram and participated in many welfare programs and declared open the memorial of Dr. APJ Abdul.
Okay, National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava now joins us. Rahul, what really is this merger formula that hopefully finally is close to completion?
After a spell of bitter battle between the two factions, EPS and the OPS factions of the AIADMK are eventually discussing broad contours of a possibility of a merger. Now, what's on the discussion table? The crisis is that Sasikala does not want to give up the post of the General Secretary of the party. So it could be, can it be possible that Sasikala retains her post and dominance in the party? She controls the funds, and that is why she has to be remaining in control. Second, OPS, who is a very popular leader, he has toured 11 odd districts. He has had great crowds cheering him wherever he has gone, but he has just 8 MLAs with him. He can be given some alternative post which can satisfy his public position, and then he can be perhaps sent to Rajya Sabha as a member so that he's out of the way. A broad tie-up with the BJP can also mean that EPS can continue as chief minister, and that will mean that with the BJP at the center as a loosely knit ally, as a distant ally, the EPS government, whose leaders have been facing raids and corruption charges, may get slightly more insulated. The government in Tamil Nadu may get safer. And that perhaps is the broad contour on which discussions are on. Nobody can say whether it's going to happen in the next 2 days, 10 days, or may take more time. But yes, there are talks on. One will have to wait and see what the outcome is.
But Rahul, is the BJP going to have any hand in this merger, and does it stand to gain from it?
You see, for the BJP, it's a long-term project. Tamil Nadu is one territory where the BJP will like to do very well. Remember, the seats in Tamil Nadu are among the most dominant number of seats as far as the 122 seats which the BJP chief Amit Shah has identified that the BJP could not win. The emphasis right now in the BJP and for Amit Shah is to win the seats it could not win in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. But Tamil Nadu is a grey area where the BJP has virtually no standing. There are no flags, there is no cadre which has been built up. Now, how does the BJP do it? Now, the BJP knows that AIADMK factions may be fighting against each other, but they are strongly anti-DMK and the Congress party. And that is why, if there is a possibility of the BJP to come close to the AIADMK, the BJP senses a possibility of a certain amount of inroad in Tamil Nadu, which will help the party establish some kind of cadres in Tamil Nadu, which can actually be utilized in future in a tie-up with the AIADMK to contest the elections and start winning seats in Tamil Nadu. Now remember, Tamil Nadu does not have any election till the 2019 election, so the BJP does have time, and that's where the BJP is seeing a saffron ray of hope. Will it happen? Will Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah's formula attempt in Tamil Nadu work? One will have to wait and see. But definitely, it's a matter that the BJP thinks is worth trying.
Thanks very much, Rahul, for joining us with that quick update. Let's shift our focus now to Kashmir, where the valley remains tense after top Lashkar commander Abu Dujana was eliminated yesterday in a joint operation by security forces. Separatists have now called for a shutdown in Kashmir, apparently over a civilian death during the stone pelting that followed the operations. The encounter had triggered street protests that left 1 person dead and over a dozen injured. The clashes prompted authorities to shut down mobile internet services and educational institutions. The terrorist Abu Dujana's body will be sent to Uri today, where foreign terrorists are usually buried as per practice. With foreign terrorists killed in the valley for quite some time, the police takes them for burial to Uri. Alright, so Abu Dujana, along with another terrorist of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, was killed yesterday by the security forces in a joint operation. A man who the security forces had been looking for several years now. He joined the Lashkar ranks when he was just a teenager. Of late, he'd had a falling out with the Lashkar leadership and was said to have joined the Al-Qaeda. But yesterday, along with another terrorist, when he was visiting his wife, he was surrounded and eventually killed. Now let's take you through the entire operation that eventually led to the elimination of Abu Dujana, a blow-by-blow account of how the terror boss and his close aide were first surrounded and then killed.
The operation to trap and eliminate Dujana was meticulously planned. This is how the valley's most dreaded terrorist was cornered. Jammu and Kashmir police had received a tip-off about the movement of two armed terrorists. Intelligence inputs identified the two as Abu Dujana and his local aide Arif Nabidar. Police was aware that Dujana occasionally went to Hakripura in Pulwama to meet his Kashmiri wife. A certain pattern of his visits was noted by police. Jammu and Kashmir police deployed personnel around the house and waited under cover for more than 2 hours till the army arrived. Police and army then launched a joint cordon and search operation at 4:30 a.m. and by 8 a.m. it was over. Abu Dujana and Arif Nabidar had been gunned down. What helped forces track down the terror boss was his iPhone, which was recovered by Jammu and Kashmir police few months back from a car which he had used to escape. The iPhone details were cracked by foreign experts and the contacts it contained helped the army forces hunt down Abu Dujana. Spending almost 9 years in the Kashmir Valley, Abu Dujana was part of Pakistan's Operation G2, Gun and Girlfriends. Under this operation, terrorists are given guns, trained to show off their attire and display a Robin Hood kind of image to lure girls and secure their stay in the valley. Burhan Wani, Sabzar Butt and now Abu Dujana. 3 top terrorists trained under Operation G2 now eliminated. The hunt is now on for the others. Bureau Report, India Today.
While the terrorists are in the crosshairs of the security forces, their overground helpers are also not being spared. In fact, the NIA is all set to grill Kashmiri separatist Syed Ali Shah Gilani's younger son Naseem, and this is in connection with the ongoing probe into terror funding in Kashmir. Naseem has been asked to appear for questioning at the NIA headquarters in Delhi. Naseem and Gilani's elder son Naeem were first issued summons on Monday, after which Naeem failed to appear citing ill health. Now the terror probe agency has issued fresh summons. The Gilani brothers are on the NIA's radar in connection with Hurriyat colluding with terror organizations to keep the Kashmir Valley on the boil. Remember, 7 Pakistani agents in Kashmir, including Gilani's son-in-law, have been arrested after India Today's Hurriyat Truth tape sting. Welcome back. You're watching the early bird. Over 40 Gujarat Congress MLAs who've been confined to a resort in Bengaluru amid fears of poaching by the BJP are increasingly becoming a frustrated lot. These MLAs, who have been locked up inside Eagleton Resort for the past 4 days, want to step out and explore the IT capital, but reportedly are not being allowed to do so. A panic-stricken Congress party now arranged a karaoke night for the MLAs to keep them entertained. However, the organizers were told not to mingle too much with the guests. A meeting between the MLAs and the Karnataka governor has also been arranged in the morning. A 3-day orientation session on the history and ideology of the Congress party has been organized at the resort where they are lodged since Saturday. This session will cover lessons on Congress leaders, the truth about corruption charges against the UPA, among other things. We've got Nolan Pinto joining us live from Bengaluru. Very interesting that while their state has people asking, where is my MLA, even as it grapples with floods, they are having a karaoke night. What's the big idea, Nolan?
Well, good morning, Padmaja. In fact, this happened day before yesterday night. We're told that one of the MLA's son's birthday, that was the day, and DK Shivkumar, the power minister in the state, decided to throw a party, a cake cutting ceremony. In fact, a 50 kg cake, this is what we are told, we cannot corroborate this, took place inside. There was a Gujarati orchestra, and like you rightly stated, the organizers were told not to mingle with the MLAs. We're also getting information that 2 MLAs went on to sing during this entire party. So this is what our sources tell us. However, what we are learning, this was yesterday, that most of the MLAs are now fed up. They're frustrated sitting inside over there. No doubt the Eagleton Golf Village is huge, but what maximum can you do inside apart from walking in the park or just strolling around? They want to head out. They've come to the IT capital. They want to see, they want to visit the city. They want to go shopping. They want to visit temples. They want to visit malls. Now, this is the information we are getting. Now, the Congress, in order to keep themselves or keep these MLAs busy, they have actually flown down 2 experts from the Jawaharlal Nehru Learning Institute. Now, these 2 experts are actually taking classes, a sort of orientation program
Okay.
It's a 3-day program for all these MLAs. In fact, various topics they are focusing on: the achievements of the UPA government,
Right.
the lies that the BJP has told. So all these things are happening.
All right, so maybe in the course of that orientation, somewhere they'll be told that when your constituency is inundated, is experiencing floods, maybe it's a good idea to head back instead of enjoying karaoke and a 50 kg cake. For now, Nolan, thanks very much for joining us. Cricket news now, and Team India and Sri Lanka will resume battle in the second test in Colombo in just over a day from now. And Indian coach Ravi Shastri has declared that the current lot is probably the best Indian team in test history. Now Shaz has a point, a win in the third test.
Has been with each other for 2 years. You know, they're much more experienced now. They've already done things that a lot of Indian teams and a lot of big names couldn't do in their careers. Like, for example, win a series here in over 20 years. You know, there are a lot of big names that have played for 20 years. They've come to Sri Lanka many times, never won a series. But they've done that. You know, they won a one-day series, you know, in 20 years, which a lot of teams haven't done. So, this team is used to doing things that a lot of other teams haven't done, and that too overseas.
The current Indian team has for the first time won 7 straight Test series wins, a record no Indian team in the past ever achieved. In fact, one more Test win will see India back the 8th straight series win, a feat only surpassed by W.G. Grace's England in the late 1800s and Ricky Ponting's Australia between 2005 and 2008.
We are one up. We want to keep that record intact and, treat every game as a new game, where the rules are the same. You go out there to play your brand of cricket and you go out to play to win. As simple as that. When you say overseas, South Africa, England, it's a lot of tough cricket coming up. I see it as an opportunity, and I'm very positive here that this team can do things that probably no other Indian team has done.